For over 60 years, this Wildlife Trust has been saving the best places for wildlife. We now manage over 10,000 acres of tip-top habitat and we keep it in brilliant condition. But we've nothing like Strawberry Hill yet. I'm Brian Eversham, Chief Executive of the Wildlife Trust for Beds, Cambs and North Hants, here at Strawberry Hill, a fabulous place which I fell in love with on first visit. When I first saw the site, I knew we had to do our best to save it. It's too important to let it disappear back into intensive farming. It's the best place I've seen for bird song, for the diversity of breeding birds in the last 30 or 40 years. There's nowhere like it in central England. The wildlife is more diverse than I could possibly have imagined. On every visit, I find insects I've never seen before, so whatever you look at, it's a really special place. This grant will allow us to buy half of Strawberry Hill right now, and that's the springboard we need for the rest of the fundraising so we can secure the rest of the site within the next 2 years.
I'm Brother John from the Monastery of Christ Our Saviour in Turvey. I came here first in 2020 and this gave me the chance to start exploring, and it looked really good habitat in the autumn, so I decided to come back in the spring of 2021, and I just thought to myself, this is just amazing. So I started taking notes and I wandered on through loads of willow warblers, chiffchaffs, a few blackcap by that stage, and when I got to the end of the path, one of the local farmers was standing there with his wife. They said, "You look very official," and I said, "Well, no, I'm just having fun recording the birds for myself." And then we got talking, and at the end of the conversation said to me, "Oh, by the way, there's lots of turtle dove here in the summer." So I thought, gosh, this is really good, this place. So I came back again on a proper survey, and each time I came I was just amazed by the amount of bird song.
Strawberry Hill's already famous in the region for rare species like the nightingales and the turtle doves, but for me the special thing is the huge abundance of wildlife. Massive numbers of breeding birds, massive densities of insects, wildlife that's going to overbrim this site and colonise the new nature recovery network going out into the rest of Bedfordshire.
My name's Chantal Warrener and I work in Bedfordshire as a reserves officer. I've had the pleasure of looking after this site for the past 6 months, working with volunteer groups, local naturalists and other staff members to ensure that this site is well protected for years to come. Over time, Strawberry Hill has grown from open farmland to form a mosaic of habitats, including scrub, grasslands, ponds, ditches and woodlands. This mosaic of habitats supports a diverse mix of species. A myriad of invertebrates, amphibians, birds and mammals all call this place home.
Back in the 1980s, nobody thought of rewilding, and yet that's what we're looking at here. It's a site where nature has taken its course. We've moved from arable to grassland to scrub, and we're now moving into woodland. We already know quite a lot about Strawberry Hill. Local naturalists have visited it over the last 30 years, but the future is going to be focused on research as well. We want to know how wildlife changes, how the site improves over time, how our management makes it even better, and how much carbon it stores. Strawberry Hill will be in the same place as the New Forest or Knepp or Wicken Fen or Woodwalton Fen, one of those special places that the general public have heard of, specialists really care about, everybody wants to come and see rewilding face to face.
Strawberry Hill started life as an open book, a blank page on which nature could write its story. Today, the story of Strawberry Hill is concealed behind seemingly endless blocks of scrub, which screen its diverse array of habitats and species. But every now and then, it lets us in on its story. Last April, I heard my first nightingale, and then I heard another, and then another. And that's when I realised that Strawberry Hill is a really special place.